Hi, this is Marvelyn Brown with Inner Word Business Services, and today we're going to talk about how to write winning headlines. Headlines are so important when it comes to writing content, and they're the first thing that people see when they do a search result on Google. When they do a search and they're searching for certain things, when your company comes up in the results, this is your ability to make a great first impression. So let's take a look at headlines and what they're really supposed to do and how you can use them to improve your business. So the first thing that headlines are supposed to do is grab attention. And then the second thing that you want your headlines to do is create curiosity or motivate your readers to take the third action, which is clicking. So you want that headline to entice your reader to click. But it first has to grab their attention. And then after it grabs their attention, it has to spark some curiosity or make them think about something or motivate them to take that next step, which is clicking. You have to make your reader want more information so that they will click and visit your website. So your headline is very important just for that reason. Without the headline, people can't click. They're not enticed to click. They don't know what your content is about. And so when you do a good job of making that headline do all three of these things, you're going to get more traffic, more engagement, more sharing, more conversions. In the grand scheme of things, that's what we're going for. But if you never make that connection, you never grab their attention, they're never going to visit your site. So hopefully you can make that connection. And here are some additional things. These are some additional areas where you can improve your online presence or your content with great headlines. So number one, blog posts. Your blog posts are definitely going to improve. Your product titles. And when you think about all the people, especially if you're with a big company or a well-known household name, there are probably so many people, tons and tons and tons of people selling the same products that you're selling. They're selling the same exact product that you're selling. So how do you distinguish yourself from your competition? Even though you're with the same company, there are things that you can do, words that you can maybe add to your product titles, enticing words, or words that will help your potential prospects, click on your links versus clicking on the links of your competition. Social media posts. A lot of people don't make the connection between headlines and writing great social media posts. Things like Facebook, Twitter. Twitter is an excellent place for the right headline because they only allow you to use, you only get, that 140 characters. And then, when you have the right headline, and just think about your post. When you have the right headline, that helps your post stand out among that sea of posts that you see in your feed every time you log into Twitter. The same way with Facebook. You're competing against people with their family and their friends. You're showing up in their feed, but if you don't have a good headline, they're going to skip right over you and look at, Johnny's birthday party or whatever. They're really not, a lot of people, when they get on Facebook, they're really not focused on buying anything. So you kind of have to do extra duty on Facebook to convert people from the mindset of family and friends to I'm going to buy this item. And so it's kind of an interruption. It's kind of an interruption marketing type thing. And some people are very irritated by it. So all the more reason to have a great headline. Help people make the connection between their family and your products and services, their home, their family, their vacation. Those are great places for maybe an ad that doesn't look like an ad. However, these are free resources. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest are free resources. So why not, leverage them as much as possible to get the word out about your content. Classified ads, that's the next thing. Places like Craigslist, a lot of the traffic exchanges enable you to write classified ads. Well, if you have a lackluster classified ad, no one's going to be clicking on that. So you're not going to get any traffic unless you know how to structure a great headline. Pay per click ads like the ones on Facebook. You want to, if you're spending your money, you definitely want to utilize great headlines, because otherwise people are not going to be interested. If you're not speaking to your ideal prospect or the person that you want to take action on your ad, you're really, it's just like, in the ebook, Five Winning Headline Formulas, they talk about the fact that if you're not able to grab your prospect's attention, it's just like flushing money down the toilet. So, you don't want to be wasting money when you're trying to utilize a pay per click ad campaign. You want to have great headlines. Videos, that's another area where you can upload a video to YouTube and it can go viral in no time. But if you don't have the right headline, no one's going to pay attention to it. Sales letters. Sales letters are the thing that you definitely want to utilize when you're sending out follow-ups, things to follow up with your leads. Like you have maybe a database of, this huge database of people who have given you their email address. You want to follow up with those folks with great sales letters. Now, the title for your sales letter is going to become a subject line in an email, for example. If you send that out using your email autoresponder, your title is going to end up in the subject line for emails. Think about how many emails people get on a regular basis. Those emails, you're going to really have to have a great headline, or your sales letter is just going to fall into the stack of unread email that people receive on a regular basis. Webinars. This is also another great area. I don't know where oh, there it is. There's my cursor. But webinars are also a great place where you can write great headlines and, grab more, especially if you're doing a webinar that might have a time period. So maybe you run a webinar for a week or a few days. If someone stumbles across it on a social media platform, they might be able to tap into your webinar, sign up for it, tap into it in time to, maybe give you a couple of extra attendees for your webinar. So, all of this stuff gets indexed on the search engines. And so it's very accessible to the public. So why not? And most of these, other than your pay-per-click ads, most of these are free for the most part. And so why not utilize these free resources, get the most traction out of them by writing great headlines? So of course the benefits of writing great headlines are that, it can make the difference between your posts and your other content going viral, or it can also mean that if you write poor headlines, your stuff is just going to be sitting there unread and ignored. There's also the thing that I wanted you to get from this as well, is that titles and headlines are the same thing. Titles and headlines, your headlines can make the difference between having quality traffic or junk traffic. So what I mean by junk traffic is you got any old somebody showing up to your website. People who could care less about your products and services. People who are never going to buy anything. They're never going to opt into your site to get more information. They're never going to be a customer. So therefore, they're what I consider to be junk um, visitors. And a lot of times those folks get on your page by accident. So then when they get there by accident, as soon as they arrive and they look around and see that this is not what they're looking for, they're going to bounce. So these are folks that will bounce off your site in a minute, and they're really not interested in what you have to say. Then there's also, if you're writing great headlines, you're going to attract your ideal prospects. And so those ideal prospects, when they show up on your site, they're going to be interested in what you're writing about. They're going to be interested in your products. They're going to be interested in you and following you. So those are the people that you really want to show up. Quality. You want quality over quantity. So in essence, headlines are opportunities to make a connection with potential customers. So now, last but not least, this is my last page. So I want to drive home the fact that I would recommend that you download the 5 winning headline formulas. This ebook is going to give you formulas or methods that you can use to write great headlines. It's also going to give you some background information that you might want to share with your team, and you might even want to share this video so that people can really make the connection between writing great headlines and, increasing their traffic, increasing their interactivity or their engagement, and potentially, converting more customers. So that's really the name of the game. So download your free copy of the 5 winning headline formulas, and then also utilize a tool like Google Analytics to review your blog posts. Once you've reviewed them and you see that there are sites that have low traffic numbers, I will utilize this tool, the ebook, to spruce up those headlines. So when you spruce up those headlines, just kind of sit back and watch your traffic and engagement improve. Now, the last but not least thing that I want you to do is utilize the Headline Formulas ebook each time you post or each time you write an ad. Excuse me. And then, I want you to also visit this link, use this link to visit my website and download a copy of this video. Now, I'm just going to click on it really quickly and take you over and show you the page that you're going to get to. And I'll put a link below this video as well. I'll put a link to the ebook as well as the workbook where you can identify, if you need to, your ideal prospects. It's a workbook that will walk you through that whole process and also walk you through the process of identifying products and services that will be the best fit for your ideal prospect. So look at both of those below this video. As soon as I, log off, I will put those links below. And so this is the page that will give you your download. You just kind of scroll down here and you click on this button. That button will take you to a page where you're going to be able to enter your email so that they will be able to send you your copy of the 5 winning headline formulas. So you enter your email and then click on this yellow button and that will do it. And so it's a pretty easy prospect, or a process rather. And then once you get your free download, you can also, as an option, get the $30 million sales letter workshop for $27, which is really a great deal because they're marking 57% off the regular price of $47. And you'll be able to take advantage of that for the next 72 hours. Now, let me just take you over to the Elite Marketing Pro website and show you all that you're going to get with this video sales letter presentation. You're going to actually get a 90-minute training video with Tim Irway, one of Elite Marketing Pro's founders, and he will actually show you he'll walk you through rather his copywriting techniques. You're also going to get a 25-point sales letter template, and that's going to give you some more fill in the blank headlines. You're going to get bullet points and all the things that you need to create a winning sales letter. Now, if you're wondering where sales letters are used, you can use them in a number of different ways. You can utilize them with your newsletter that goes out to your prospects and your leads. You can also utilize it by using the video. You can actually upload a video sales letter, and that's what they kind of walk you through here. Another thing that you can do is print them out on hard copy. You just kind of fill in the blanks, put the information in that relates to your business, and then print them out and send them via US mail. Sales letters are a great way to make the connection with your ideal prospects and help to further convert them, any leads that you have, into paying customers. So these are really great. And then you're also going to get power words that sell. So this includes over 200 powerful words that you can use in your ad copy, your sales copy, your emails, etc. And then you're also going to get 5 video sales letters that have brought in lots of money for Elite Marketing Pro users. So that's pretty much it. I mean, you're going to get a lot of information with this sales letter, video sales letter workshop. So just keep in mind that this is optional. You can get this, all of it's really optional, but if you want to get the download, your download is not going to affect anything that has to do with this. These are two separate things. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video, but thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.